Hey, what is up, investors? Jason here. In this video, we're going to be talking about an absolutely amazing space stock to invest into. And no, I'm not talking about Virgin Galactic. That stock's also amazing and doing some really big things, but I'm going to be talking about Momentus. Now, Momentus is going to be going public through a SPAC merger with Stable Road Acquisition Corp, ticker symbol SRAC. Now, I've talked about Momentus a while back ago. This stock is very interesting. The merger was supposed to happen back in May, but things have been postponed to August 13th, which is when the merger should be finalized. Now, the very interesting thing here is with the developments that have happened over at Virgin Galactic, it makes things a lot more interesting with Momentus, because Momentus is also trying to do a whole lot as far as space goes. Now, Momentus is not a stock that deals with space tourism. Momentus is a stock that deals with space transport, like, say, SpaceX, for example. Momentus is basically the best thing you can invest into right now that is like SpaceX, and that's why I really like this stock. It has a whole lot of potential, and there have been some new developments with Momentus that really make this stock more interesting. And a lot more interesting right now is the fact that this SPAC has come down a whole lot from where it was at, from its highs back in February. The stock has come down quite a bit. A lot of the bullish activity has kind of left, like it has with a lot of tech stocks and EV stocks, how we saw a lot of those stocks drop down a lot back during that time. Now we're seeing this SPAC currently trading at a price that looks very attractive. And this is one that I'm eyeballing a lot more right now. So as we get to it, please keep in mind that this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is just my own opinions, and these are just my own bullish thesis on these stocks. So as we get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash, destroy, annihilate, or just gently press that like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Help spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting, and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're interested in being a Patreon and joining the private Discord, I have one. The link is in the description. Thank you to all the Patreons. Now let's get to it. So this is SRAC stock. So during the time that the merger was announced with Momentus, the stock really went flying. It went to a price that was above $29 a share. And then, just like many stocks that we saw in February, SRAC went tumbling down. And currently the price that it's trading at is around $13 a share at the time that I'm making this video. Now, this price, in my opinion, is a very good price because a lot of things have happened since the announcement that they were going to be merging with Momentus. There has been some pretty good developments, and especially things that have happened with Virgin Galactic, seeing how they just got approved by the FAA. That makes things even better, actually, for a lot of these space stocks. On the space watch list that I got here, you can see that a lot of these space stocks are doing very well right now. Now, for everybody that doesn't understand what Momentus does, is they are a space transport vehicle. So when a payload goes up with SpaceX, Momentus is the one that transports that payload of those satellites to where they need to go in their orbit, and then it can return. Momentus makes access to space significantly more affordable by combining rideshare launch with low-cost last-mile delivery through the hub and spoke model of space. Arriving in space atop a large reusable rockets like the Falcon 9, our transfer vehicle will carry customer satellites to a very specific custom orbit. After final drop-off, our vehicles are expendable, but will be reusable in the future. Now, Momentus is trying to get their Vigo Ride 1 into a rideshare with SpaceX for a delivery for June of this year, and the FAA actually rejected the payload review for Momentus recently here in May, and this had to do with what Momentus reported in May 11th on a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission that Momentus said the FAA Office of Commercial Space Transportation notified the company on May 10th that it had denied the company's application for a payload review, part of the FAA's launch licensing process. Momentus sought the review in order to be part of SpaceX's dedicated rideshare launch scheduled for June. Denials for the payload reviews by the FAA are rare. The FAA rejected the application based on the FAA's finding that its launch would jeopardize U.S. national security, the company said in the filing. According to the letter, during an interagency consultation, the FAA was informed that the launch of Momentus payload poses national security concerns associated with Momentus' current corporate structure. And this actually had to do with two co-founders of Momentus that are actually Russian citizens. So that created an issue with the national security. Now, those Russian co-founders had already stepped down from their roles of the company well before any of this stuff was an issue, but they needed to divest themselves from the company as well, which is what was recently just announced that they did. So Momentus reaches a national security agreement after the co-founders divest from the company. And they signed a national security agreement with the U.S. Department of Defense and Department of Treasury on behalf of a committee on foreign investments in the United States. Now, this makes them even closer now to be able to get everything done, signed, sealed, delivered. Momentus did have to implement some rules that were put in place by the government, of course, national security concerns. So they had to follow those regulations, and everything should be good now. They were unsure if they were going to be able to get anything done this year, if they were going to be able to get any deliveries done for 2021. But now they are pretty much cleared for launch as long as everything is followed and everything is good. So they could quite possibly sign up to be on one of these upcoming SpaceX missions. We'll have to see how things go with that. Now, they did lose some customers because there were customers that were anticipating on them getting their big old ride up in space in June, and that did not happen. So some other deals had to be put in place, but they did lose a deal with Lockheed Martin, but they have another deal in the works now with Lockheed Martin from what I've heard. So there's just some changes that have been made. But with the merger being postponed to August 13th and the stock price coming down, this could be a really good opportunity, in my opinion, to be able to jump on this now compared to where the price was back in February when it was a lot more expensive. Because now I think with everything that has gone on with Virgin Galactic and them getting their FAA approval, everything being good there, this could create more opportunities now for Momentus with everything that they have going on. So we'll have to see how things look from this point forward. But I think Momentus is a great company. Now, when the deal is all said and done and the merger is complete, Momentus is expected to get about $350 million in cash and the company be valued at $1.2 billion. So that's also a really cool piece of information right there. So with all that being said, I'd like to hear what everybody's thoughts of Momentus are. Is there anybody that have been following this stock? Anybody interested in investing in it? Anybody that has been invested into the SPAC stock? I'd like to know. So with that being said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. New videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video coming very soon.